And we'll see in lead 1. Lead 1 is just between 0 and positive, and lead 3 it's also like near to positive, but lead 2 is perfect positive because it's more towards a vector, positive vector. So now let's see Entowin triangle. We know two arms plus left leg, yeah, form the apice of triangle, and in Entowin law lead 1 plus lead 3 is equal to lead 2, right? So we need to check this by an example. So with this example only, in the right arm you can see we have 0.2 millivolts minus 0.2, left arm you can see plus 0.3 millivolt, and left leg you can see plus 1 millivolts. And the potential of lead 1 is, yeah, this is the potential which we got, that is 0.5, you can see, uh, because 0.2 plus 0.3 0.5. And next coming to our lead 2, lead 2 0.7, its potential, no, lead 3, lead 3 is 0.7, its potential is 0.7, because lead 3 you can see from 0.3 plus 1. But here you need to see the signs, it's negative to positive, so you should negative that, that is 1 minus it is 1.0 minus 0.3, that is equal to 0.7, so that is the lead 3. And next coming to lead 2, so I can see here lead 2, the lead 2 value is 1.2. Why we got 1.2? Because uh, right arm to left leg, that is minus 0.22 plus 1, so 1.2. So that is how we need to calculate the potentials. So after getting the potentials, just you need to apply the Enthoven's law, that is lead 1 plus lead 3 is equal to lead 2. Then we'll get 0.1 is lead 1, 0.7 is lead 3, so 0.5 plus 0.7 is equal to 1.2. This is lead 2. So this is how we use the Enthoven law. And next in our last part we are going to see, yeah, the figure 13.33.6. so here you can see, here all are positive waves, that is we are having positive p wave. So where is our p wave? Starting p1, right? This is p wave. We have positive p wave, positive t wave, right? And positive qrs, yeah. Actually, you know, negative means like this, right? Normal ECG like this. Negative means this part is missing. Here you can see in all three, all are positive waves because all are moving in the upward direction. So in the diagnosis of arrhythmias mainly depend on the time relations between different waves of cardiac cycle, and also in diagnosing ventricular atrial muscle, Purkinje conducting system, abnormalities of contraction or cardiac impulse conduction don't change the pattern of ECG in some leads yet may not affect the other leads. So you can see this is a normal electrograms recorded from 3 standard electrographic leads. Now finally we'll check out our chestlets. So you can see here chestlets. Actually chestlets are like we are having six chestlets and we are having 6 limblets. Total we have 12 leads of ECG. So 6 leads are like we have our first lead in fourth intercostal space towards right, and second lead in our fourth intercostal space but left, and 4 5 6 are in fifth intercostal space, and the third lead is present between second and fourth leads. That's it. For the third lead there is no appropriate position, that is nothing but like between the second and fourth lead. So these are the 6 chest leads. So let us see what are those. So the one electrode is placed directly on the chest. It is connected to the positive terminal of electrocardiograph. So you can see we are talking about this lead. One electrode is directly placed on the chest and connected to the positive terminal of the graph. And the negative electrode is called indifferentiate electrode, because you can see this is a negative electrode. It is called indifferentiate because our right arm, left arm and left leg, three together form a one electrode. In the case of our chest lead, this is called as indifferentiate or negative electrode, whereas positive electrode is directly placed on the chest. You can see here. So that is the difference. This is called as true electrode and this is called as indifferentiate electrode, because here right arm, left leg, three are involved. So it is called as indifferentiate electrode. And it is connected by equal electrical resistance to the right arm, left arm and left leg all at the same time. So usually the 6 standard chest leads are recorded one at a time from the anterior chest wall. Yeah, from the anterior chest wall with chest electrode being placed at 6 points, and different recordings are called leads. like V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So minute abnormalities in the ventricles, particularly in the atrial arterioventricular wall, can cause ECG changes recorded from individual chest leads. So mainly by using this chest leads, the importance is even the minute changes, because we are placing it directly on the chest area near the heart. So even the minute changes can be recorded easily with the means of this chest leads. So in leads like V1, V2, the QRS readings of normal heart are negative. So here you can see here in leads like V1, V2, the QRS recordings of normal heart are negative, right? So you can see negative. But because the chest electrode are nearer to the base of the heart than the apex, and the base of the heart is the direction of electronegativity during most of the ventricular depolarization process. So as process during ventricular depolarization, it is negative at the base. So here even in the ECG you can see the negative graphs in the case of V1 and V2 chest leads. Here these are the V1 and V2 chest leads. And next, coming to QRS complex in leads like V4, V5, V6, it's positive because the chest electrode in these leads are nearer to the apex, which is in the direction of electropositivity during depolarization. So you can see here 4, 5, 6 are towards the apex. In the apex, the depolarization is positive, so they are positive. So it mainly depends on the depolarization of our ventricle. And next, coming to augmented unipolar limblets. So we already completed our bipolar limblets. Now we are going to see augmented. Augmented is nothing but they're having the higher potential when compared with the normal leads. And here you can see just we use the word A in case of augmented limblets. Here VR means it is placed on the right arm, VL means it's placed on the left arm, and VF means it is placed on the foot. So by this three we can find out the ECG. So let us see the augmented unipolar limblets. So two limbs are connected by electrical resistance to negative terminal and of ECG graph, and third limb is connected to the positive terminal. So when positive terminal is on right arm, lead is called VR lead, and when on left arm then it is called AVL lead, and on left leg then it is called ABF. F means here foot lead. So augmented leads are similar to standard limb leads recordings, except the recordings from AVR lead is inverted. So remember that in the right arm, in the case of augmented, it is inverted. Once again, let us see this. Two limbs are connected by electrical resistance to negative terminal, that is both arms leads are connected to the negative terminal of ECG, and third limb, that is in the leg one, that is connected to the positive terminal. Means only the leg part one is connected to the positive and both hands one are connected to the negative in the case of our augmented limblets. So when positive terminal is on right arm, the lead is VR lead. Yeah, this we understood. So augmented leads are similar to standard limb leads recordings, except the recordings from AVR lead is inverted. Only AVR is different in the case of augmented. So this is all about our leads, our ECG general concept. So that's it.